Okay, let's unpack this. We're doing a deep dive into a brand new online store, a jewelry site called Marvcos.
Hmm.
And you sent us sources on this because it's already got thousands of eyes on it. But uh, what we found suggests it's operating in a really dangerous gray zone.
It really is. Our mission here is to figure out how these new Shopify stores can look so legitimate but actually be, well, a potential problem.
Right, because you have to look past that professional, shiny design and see what's actually under the hood.
Exactly. And the complaints we've seen are serious. I mean, we are not talking about slow shipping or, a broken clasp here.
So let's start with the surface level. What looks totally normal when you first land on the site?
Well, it has all the basics, valid SSL encryption, so you see the little padlock. It takes PayPal, major credit cards.
And the design is polished, right? It's running on Shopify, which people generally trust.
Totally. It presents like any other standard, trustworthy store. But here's where it gets really interesting.
Okay.
Despite that professional look, the domain was registered just months ago. Wow.
Which means there is zero track record, no established customer base. And on top of that, Scam Advisor, well, it only rates Marvcos a 67 out of 100.
67 out of 100. That is barely passing the smell test for a place you're about to give your credit card details to.
It is not a reassuring score at all. And that rating, it factors in things like the server's reputation, and even if its hosting is shared with other, known suspicious sites.
So you combine that shaky technical foundation with a really short history, and you're already dealing with a huge unknown risk.
A huge risk.
Yeah.
But that technical score is just one part of the story.
Right, because where things really break down is with the actual customer feedback. We're seeing that 2 security site reviews are already, furious.
This is the core red flag, and we really need to be clear on the type of complaint. These are not fulfillment issues.
Not at all.
They are explicit fraud claims, the kind that trigger credit card disputes.
Can you give us the specifics? Yeah, so one person reported being charged $65 for an item they never ordered from a company they had never even heard of.
Never heard of, so they didn't even shop there.
Nope. And another person discovered multiple unauthorized charges. They had to call their bank immediately to shut it down.
See, if people are receiving charges from Marvcos without ever having shopped there, that's not poor inventory management. That points to a compromised payment system. Or, frankly, something much worse.
Exactly. When you connect this to the bigger picture, it just suggests the financial risk is completely unacceptable.
Okay, so before we get to the final verdict, what are they actually selling?
It's colorful bracelets, bow earrings. It's all very standard drop-ship jewelry.
So cheap, mass-produced merchandise that they're just reselling.
Precisely. The sources confirm that these exact same pieces show up on AliExpress for under $10, so they are highly, highly marked up.
So what does this all mean for our final verdict?
It means Marvcos operates entirely in that dangerous gray zone we mentioned. The site might technically function as a retailer, but those unauthorized charge reports, they are massive, undeniable red flags.
Massive red flags suggesting a huge security failure.
At best.
Which means the risk takeaway for you is crystal clear. There is limited buyer protection and absolutely zero verified track record.
And when the jewelry is identical to items you can get from established sellers with years of positive reviews.
There is absolutely no reason to gamble here.
Mm-hmm.
The lesson is simple. When you're looking at these brand new online stores, you have to look past the easy markers, like SSL and a nice design.
We have to.
Prioritize the track record and, most importantly, the nature of those early customer complaints. If they sound anything like fraud, it is just not worth the risk.
And this raises a really important question for you to consider. If a new store offers no unique product, has a tenuous technical background, and immediately starts generating fraud claims, what is the primary function of that site truly designed to be beyond simple retail? Something for you to mull over the next time you browse a months-old website.